Hello everyone, we are here to discuss Hello Kitty. I know my channel is not about Hello Kitty. Lately it's been a lot of Gundam kits, and this is a Gundam kit too. Okay, and it's not all about Gundam kits. It has been lately because of time constraints on my life. Gundam kits are just nice and relaxing to build. Okay, they don't have a lot of stress to them. So anyhow, we have the Hello Kitty EX SD Gundam kit. And part of this is really nice. Part of this sucks, in my opinion. And it's the EX standard part that sucks. But anyhow, looking inside the box, and I'm going to shift the camera view to just the top if I remember which button that is. No, I don't. It's that one. Okay, so looking inside the box, I've already built the kit, and I've already thrown away one of the runners. But one of the runners is Hello Kitty's head. Another runner was an apple. Okay, and it's nice that they took the time to throw that little extra bit in there. Now, age range on this, I wouldn't say 6-year-old. I'd say about 10-year-old. 10-year-old and up should be fine. It's a little bit more complex than your basic build kit because I've helped Miri with a couple of those. Those kits, Miri at 6, is definitely capable of building on her own. This one, there's too many stickers, and that's its downfall. So let's start looking at the kit itself and see what you get inside your box. And I do have the kit done. I've already done my painting and everything on it. You get an apple display base, okay? And I painted the leaves and the stem on this because apples don't have red leaves or red stems. And I thought I'd paint the stem. I didn't paint the rest of it, however. And you can see the other underside. That's what it looks like before you paint it. And I just decided to paint it. And Hello Kitty itself has 0 stickers. You have ball joints on the hands, and Hello Kitty's only accessory is an apple. And I did paint the apple stem and the leaf on the apple, okay? Hello Kitty's head is on a ball joint, and so are the arms. And again, there are no stickers on this kit. This is all done with part and color separation. And I don't mind this kit. A child could put this kit together real easily, and her head moves up and down in there. There's a reason for it, and you're about to find out why in a minute. Okay, now let's go over to Grandpa. Here's Grandpa. And I'm in the process of painting his beam sword. So that looks a little rough right now. And I've already panel lined him. I'm not going to do any more painting on Grandpa other than I might paint that yellow in there because that's supposed to be yellow. The gun is pretty crappy. Most SD kits don't have great guns. Most high-grade kits don't have great weapons. You have to get in the master grade kits to have good weapons, and I'm sure the perfect grades have some really nice weapons. So what's wrong with this kit? Stickers. The shield, the gold is a sticker, the white is a sticker. You could have done that white with a part, but they did it with stickers. On his head, there are lots of stickers. This is a sticker, the eyes are a sticker, the red spots in the helmet are stickers, all the gold on the chest is stickers. This red V is a sticker. The red on the chest is a sticker. The white on the boots are stickers. The gold on the back are stickers. It's just stickers. Okay? This guy is nothing but stickers. You want a kit that is nothing but stickers and an SD Grandpa? Go out and get yourself one of these. Okay? And you get two from one in here. They're both SD style. If you start looking, here's Zaku. And I don't see one sticker in that bag. Okay. And here's Grandpa. And there's some stickers over there for Grandpa, but very minimal. You do have colored parts for Grandpa. His shield is not sticker. I don't see yellow in here either, though, but maybe the shield is stickered. And you see Char's stickers are in here. There's the eye stickers floating around the bottom. So the only sticker on here really is for the shield, which is not a happiness thing for me. So there are some stickers on this, but not a lot. And see, you have red and white shield parts, so it's not completely stickered. And I like it when they're not stickered. Plus, these are more detailed kits anyhow. They cost a little bit more, but they got more detail, so they're worth the extra money. All right, so now that we've talked that through, what exactly can you do with this? Well, we have a couple of extra parts over here. They're backpack parts and a head part. We can take Grandpa's head right off. Ball joint, again. Okay, we can leave the guns on here. But before I do that, I can take Hello Kitty, take her bow off. And it comes with this big old helmet that sits on Hello Kitty's head. And of course, you can put the bow on the helmet, because bows on helmets are fun. And you can tear everything apart while you do it. Did I mention it's been one of those days? No, I've not. Everyone's had one of those days of their life. So Hello Kitty has a Gundam helmet, so she can run around going pew pew with her apple. Okay? But we can also tear Hello Kitty's head off. Come over here, take the backpack off, Mr. SD Gundam. And you've got this new neck piece, which goes on with the big black piece to the back. It just snaps on there. Okay? And then you're going to take this and put it on the back, so we have a new backpack. And the reason for that is Hello Kitty's head is so big, it needs that little neck extension in order to sit on the shoulders correctly. And then you get Hello Kitty Grandpa. Got some guns, got a sword, and we are armored up and ready to conquer the world for your children. Okay? So if you're a Hello Kitty fan, I would get this. You got little girls in your life. Don't give it to them as a play toy, because it'll last 5 minutes and it'll be destroyed. But outside that, it's kind of cool. If they're older daughter who can respect things for a little while, then maybe we should get a Hello Kitty. Okay? I wouldn't mind getting a Hello Kitty for BB, so to speak, but she isn't into Hello Kitty and doesn't want it. She has been building a Barbatos, though, from Arm-Blooded Orphans. She ran into trouble with it and set it aside. Keeps saying, I need your help. And I say, I will help you, and keep setting it aside. She's also got other interests now. Anyhow, so there you go. There's Hello Kitty. All right? So, having said that, would I buy the kit again? Well, I think it's interesting. I think it's kind of funny to see Grandpa's body with a Hello Kitty head. It'll make a nice display piece. It was fun, relatively fun to build if you can figure out how to do the stickers without stressing. And that was one of the things I didn't like, is the stickers. Stickers have their place, but you can definitely overdo the stickers. Definitely overdo the stickers. Okay? So coming up next, we got a couple of more things we're going to talk about for this video. So I'm going to flip the camera back up top. What we have here is I'm building a travel kit. Now in this travel kit, I have some old Zeron nippers. Already have them. Don't need to buy more. Don't need to go to the dollar store and buy any. I have a couple of pairs of tweezers. These are from working with vinyl. I have a vinyl cutter. They came with the vinyl cutter. They're actually pretty nice tweezers. I have an old metal file. I have a glass file I'm going to add in here somewhere. I've been working with a glass file for a while. I think I had that in the last video. And I'll find that glass file here in a minute. It should be right here on this Lazy Susan right in front of me. I was cleaning up and I probably put it somewhere else. Yeah, I love when you're not completely prepared for a video like I am not right now. Okay, I don't find it over here. Again, I've been rearranging all my drawers and getting organized and making everything cleaned up. So I don't see it offhand. But I know I have it somewhere. Now, do I like glass files? The answer is yes, sometimes. I got a couple that I work with the Gundam kits. They're downstairs because I tend to work with them downstairs. I found a glass file. I like those files. Those are most excellent. This one is a glass nail file. It's not a Gundam file. It has two different grits to it. It's too big. My biggest problem with this file is it's way too big. If it was smaller, I wouldn't have any problems with this. I got this on Amazon for just a couple of bucks. Okay, so they can be had for cheap. You don't have to buy a fortune for them. And the other thing I got that I feel is very necessary is another pair of God hands. I have not broken my original pair of God hands. A lot of people break those things, and I'm beginning to wonder how. I think you're just careful with them, and you nip all your parts off with these first, and then you just do your fine nipping with these. You won't break them. I think people are breaking them predominantly because they're trying to nip big plastic with something that was never designed for big plastic. So I got myself a second pair of God hands. I found them for 50 bucks. That sounds crazy, but actually it's not, because they are most excellent nippers. And they go in my travel kit, and that's all I have in my travel kit. That is enough for me to work on things while I'm at work when I have a break. Right there. That's more than adequate for it, and it all fits in a travel case. Now, this travel case was a Gundam tool case. At Barnes & Noble, I found this tool case, and it came with nippers, which are downstairs, a file, and a Gundam marker. And I've never been a fan of the Gundam markers, okay? So I don't use them. I use stuff people tell me I should never use instead. I use this stuff instead of Gundam markers. I do have a Gundam marker airbrush, so we'll see what that's like in a few minutes. Now, other thing, I've got 2 kits to walk through and do a quick review on, and then we can call this done. My wife's sending me a text. You know I have to answer those. So we can call this done. We're going to do a couple of out-of-box reviews. Now, I already opened the boxes on these, so my face won't be normal on this, but I'm still impressed by them. They're both premium Bandai. You can tell by seeing this, it's premium Bandai. What premium Bandai means is they're not generally available to the public. You have to sign up to a website to get them. And while you're getting them, you have to pay for them. They cost more. There are sometimes some irregularities on them. Yada. You'll see it on one of them has some irregularities. But there are also kits generally you don't get because Bandai doesn't expect to have a high production run. So they up the price some. That's what premium Bandai kits are. And one of them is here, and I'm going to flip the camera back overhead. It is a Sword Impulse Gundam. It's a real grade kit. And I'm going to back the camera off a little bit because it's too tight on there. It's a real grade kit, okay? Real grade is the same scale as high grade. It's a 1/100 scale, okay? It's just highly detailed over the high grade kits. And we open the box, and I've already been through the box once. Like I said, I made this video yesterday. And I opened it from the shipping box, but there's no sound on that video. And I'm not going to go through and re-talk the sound. You'll see my voice moving. It'd be like watching a Godzilla movie where your mouth moves, but the sound isn't there. And then the sound is there. Okay? So looking through this, we'll look through the directions last. Let's take a look at the parts. First off, you can see we got some nice color on these parts. It is a 144 scale kit. Same scale as Heavy Arms here. And I don't really expect this to be a really large kit. I do have the Sword Impulse downstairs. If you look through the past videos, it was the pre-painted one. And it was chromed, very chromed. And nib marks everywhere. We'll see if there's nib marks on this. Being a real grade kit, they may have actually done the runners correctly. And to me, it looks like the runners are all right on the edges where it's real easy to clean the nib marks off. And yes, we're having the same thing here. All the nib marks, and if you take a look at it, you can see all the attachment points are right on the edge where it's easy to clean them off. And you can file them flush if you've got a good file, and the glass file is wonderful for that because it kind of polishes while you file. Okay, and same thing on this. Those are foot parts. You can see he's not going to have real big feet. And we can compare him over here to Heavy Arms. You can see it's about the same size as Heavy Arms' foot right there, because that's about the same part for Heavy Arms. I'll keep picking up Heavy Arms for scale reference. And then we start looking at this. Here's one of the big swords. This thing has 2 huge swords. And that's kind of why I like it. And this really caught me off guard. The shininess of some of these stickers is outstanding. And this is stickers. These are not decals. I'm going to look and see if there's water slide decals for this guy. There probably is. Some of you Gundam people know exactly what websites to go to buy these. I have bought some water slide decals off other websites. I'd much prefer them over these stickers. These stickers are too thick. I'll use the foil stickers, have no doubt of that. Because for something like this, these are going to be on joints. They're going to look good. But some of these stickers just aren't going to look right to me. They need to be water slides, okay, to look right. These are thinner. That's why a lot of people don't like them. They're too thin. We have some bean saber parts here. And yes, that looks like the nose cone for an aircraft because there are 2 aircraft in this kit. And here we have some inner frame parts, leg parts right here. And again, you can see by these leg parts, this guy is not going to be huge. There's that other giant sword. The swords are bigger than him. That's one of the reasons why I wanted this kit. And there's another aircraft part, or a sword part, probably a sword part. And we got more sword handles over here. I mean, It's called Sword Strike, so there should be some swords, right? And more inner frame, and you can see he comes with different sets of hands. He doesn't have the fingers moving on the hands. Some of these real grade kits actually have that. He's got the holding hands and the hand, you know, where he's like, ah. Then we got part of the V-fin and the little cross for the shield. Now, again, I'm kind of familiar with this kit because I've built one like it downstairs. And here's the clear glass one with airplanes in the head. And we got our last package of sprue down here. We got a lot of beam saber effect parts, and there's more aircraft parts. Another part of the V-fin. And the helmet's right there, and you look at that helmet, it said it's going to be a little bit bigger in heavy arms, but not much. So I don't expect this to build up to be huge. I expect it to build up to be about heavy arm size. This size right here fits in the palm of your hand, but with twice the detail of this. Now this isn't a bad high grade kit. It has too many stickers, in my opinion, but it's not a bad high grade kit. Okay, a little bit more color separation at the beginning would have done wonder for this kit. All right. So I'm going to put all this back in, set it aside, and we'll start looking at the directions and see what the directions look like. And I can put this over here. All right, so we got the directions. Let's lay them out, a little glossy there. Okay, skipped a page. Apparently, I don't like skipping pages. Now, this does have English on it and Japanese. And Bandai started doing that recently, which is kind of good. You've got your directions on how to build things over here, which is okay. And we have our sprue map over here. Wife's texting again. I got to answer that. All right. And we turn the page. We build the core Splendor first, which is one of the aircraft. And it does mount on the action base. Okay. And it wants action base 5, which I don't think I have an action base 5. I have to order one. Those aren't too hard to get. But I think that might be an action base 5 sitting over there. But anyhow, then you build your chest unit. I'm going to have to speed this up because wife wants me to cook dinner. We have arm units down here, and you build the arms. Now, once you get the arms built on this guy, and you can see as she's showing you, you have some pretty good articulation on this, and it does have a full inner frame. Okay? So it does have a full inner frame to it. And then you build the head. The head doesn't have too many steps to it. You have weapons and a shield. The shield's going to have a transformation to it. I already know that because I built a 1/100 scale of this downstairs. Way too metallic to me. It looks impressive, but nib marks everywhere. And there's the shield star. And then you're going to be able to transform the top half of it into a flying thing, which I think looks kind of cheesy because it's just got a big gun and a shield. In space, that would be fine. But, you know, on the ground, it'd be like, what? You're skipping along on your shield? That's what I think when I see it anyhow. Then you start building the leg units. Okay? And the legs have a pretty good range of motion to them. You can see it in the diagram over here. And then you build the waist unit. Okay? And it's got a major waist unit to it, not like a lot of kits. It looks like there's a lot of parts to the waist unit. And part of the reason for that is the waist unit and the legs form another flying thing. This thing has like 4 or 5 aircraft it breaks down to, which is interesting. I've never watched an anime for it. And then you have another aircraft and another aircraft. The backpack is an aircraft in and of itself. And you have a core fighter sort of thing right here. Now, the one downstairs does have a core fighter that you can transform out of him or into him, which is interesting. And the backpack has these ginormous swords on it, which I want to build and probably build first, to be honest with you all. And the backpack breaks up into like 4 swords when you're done. And the first part of the fighter does attach to it. So there you go. And then you undo all these fighters and put the core pieces together. And you end up with the sword impulse guy. And it shows you in here that you take the 2 swords and make one ginormous sword out of it. And yeah, he really gets a big sword. Okay? He really gets a big sword. All right, and then you put his backpack together and put it on there. And you get back here, you get the marking guide. And there's a lot of stickers, a lot of markings. And I'm liable to build this and not really paint it much. Because other than panel lining it, I will sticker it. Well, I'm going to get some decals. I'll probably top coat it, decal it, top coat it, and that's about it. And panel line it. And that's it. I'm going to build it. This is on the short build list. I have a couple other projects going before I can get to him. One more real quick, and then I got to go start cooking dinner. I'm going to have some fun with that. This guy, another premium Bandai kit. We're going to pull the camera back for him because it's a big box. This is a big, big box. And I'm looking at how I'm recording things. I'm going to run the camera this way on this guy. Let's turn him over my way, which will be your way when you're watching. This is the Sandrock from Endless Waltz. This is Sandrock Custom. Okay? And the box isn't too much to look at. All you have on the box is this. Now, when I opened this box yesterday, for the first time, pulled it out of its shipping container, all I saw on the top were these cloak pieces. This was the piece that was on top. And this is probably why it's premium Bandai. They don't think they're going to be able to sell this with these cloak pieces on there. There's a lot of it. And look at that sticker sheet. These are not water slides. These are stickers. Now, if they're thin enough stickers, I might try one and see if I want to keep it. And them actually might be water slides. That might actually be water slides. Same thing with the Sword Impulse. No, Sword Impulse is definitely stickers. These might be water slides. They are looking very water slide-ish here. So I'll have to look at the directions and see what they say about this. But look, the cloak on this guy is impressive. Okay? And we do have some stickers for the eyes and a few little stickers in other places. Which, if I have this gray, and I probably do, because I do have a Gundam marker set right here. And I may actually have that gray in there. No, I don't. But some of the Gundam marker sets will come with that gray. I could use the airbrush and match it. And that's the thing about these Gundam pens, the Gundam markers, is they match the colors of the kits really well. So I might be able to do away with most of those stickers. We will see. And I'm going to do this pretty quickly. More cloak. Here we have hands. He's going to have more than one set of hands, apparently. Yep, there they are. There's the two sets of hands. Okay, he doesn't have the posable fingers. I was working on Double Riser downstairs and has some posable fingers. And look at those swords. This is another thing that draws me to Sandrock, are these swords. Now, they're going to have to be painted because you've got some tide marks in them right here. And that's what Bandai says when they sell these things. There might be some discolorations in the parts. Just to warn you, and that shield. That's a shield part. Okay? These are the shoulders. He's not really going to be that small. He's going to make F91 look small, who sits watching me build all the time. So there's that. I know I'm just throwing these on the floor, but they're in bags. That's probably part of the shield. Some more colors. We got lots of different color sprue, which is good. This should be inner frame parts. It looks like they are inner frame parts. And if they're ABS plastic, which this is ABS plastic, so this would be inner frame parts, which would be good. There is more arm parts. Boy, we got lots of these sprues. ABS plastic here for more inner frame. We have leg parts down here and arm parts, I'm sure. And over here we have the armor for the arms and more ABS plastic, some more inner frame. And these are part of the swords. Okay, so let me set this aside and pull this out, and then I'll come clean all these parts up and put them in the box in a moment. Because again, I'm running out of time very quickly. So we're gonna have to walk through this. Let me zoom in, because better look at the directions would be better. And I'll get my face off this. You guys aren't seeing my face. Wrong one. There we go. So here we got the Gundam Sandrock Custom. Of course, you have your sprue map, and notice there's a lot more sprue to this than that real grade kit. There tends to be more parts in master grade kits. They are much larger, quite a bit larger than real grade kits. So it outlined of the steps up here: legs, chest units, arms, left legs, the cloak, anti-beam, coating, cape, the swords, the shield, the beam machine gun, directions on how to nip parts off, and I do nip them this way. I nip them off the sprue, and then I use another nipper to nip that. So I'll use the Zeron cutters to nip it from the sprue, then I'll use the God hands to nip the sprue nub from the part. We build the chest unit first, and it's got a lot of parts in that chest. More so than the real grade kit, which is amazing because the real grade kit has some transformations to it, and this won't have any transformations. Okay, the head unit there. Then you build the arms. The arms are going to have some beefy shoulders on them. And it looks like there's some veneers in the shoulders right here. Okay. Yep, the arms look pretty standard outside that. And then you build the upper body, you put the arms and the head together. And then the two legs. And they do have an inner frame on that. And without building it, I can't say how much the knees and stuff move with the armor when it's bending, but it looks like they're going to, just because of how the armor goes together on the knees. And then the waist unit, he's got a big waist unit. There's a lot of steps to this waist unit, and he doesn't transform unlike the other. And the backpack surprises me a little bit, but the backpack is there to hold those swords. So he has his profile with the swords in the back. Okay. Does not come with an action base, which is not surprising. Then the weapons are here. Now you'll notice the P Bandai directions aren't quite the same as normal Bandai directions. Again, it's because they don't expect to have a huge production run with it. And over here, it starts talking about how to put the weapons together. So you could make a ginormous sword with this. The swords go in the shield and make kind of a pincher thing like the head of an ant. And then you assemble the cloak back here. And I need to go back to the front of the directions and look at something. But I like that picture right there. And then we got the marking guide. The water slide decals. They're definitely water slide decals. That's what I didn't look for at the beginning, but there's directions on how to do water slides. So that's happiness for me. I don't have to go looking for water slides for this guy. They came with water slides. He did not come with stickers. That means the decals will lay down nice. You put a nice little gloss coat down so everything's shiny and everything slides. And then you put your decals on, and then you hit a matte coat to dull it down, or a satin coat, depending if you want it to half dull and half not. I happen to be fond of the all-clad clear coats because they're pretty durable, and once they go down, they go down. Being lacquer-based, they stick to whatever they hit. And I've had good luck using them, so time to get the airbrush out if I get this guy built. I don't know how high up on my priority list he is. I do want to build him. I don't think he'll require a lot of painting, just a little bit of weathering here and there, which I know how to do. It's just a matter of time frame. If I had the time to do it and do it right, I would definitely get started with it really soon. Speaking of which, I gotta go start getting dinner made for everyone. So I will talk to you all later. This will get uploaded in a few minutes.